Okay, welcome to day number 2. We're gonna have a guest commentator in the booth, Graham Swimson from North Carolina. How you doing, Graham?
Not too bad today, George. Thanks for asking.
Chris. I'm not getting any. I didn't hear your voice. Did you hear mine?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What did I miss?
I can't hear his voice. Speak. Let me try this.
Oh, I don't see.
Can you hear me?
Let's make sure that he's plugged in all the way.
I can hear him, but he can't hear me.
I can't hear him or myself like I do.
Let me just mute him. Yeah, unmute him. Okay. You can obviously just keep talking. They haven't started yet. No. Yes, they have. Well, then the question will be whether I can hear you.
Is that one? Uh-oh. I just got a little crackle in my ear. Now I can hear myself a little bit.
Can you hear me?
No. One more. Speak, Graham.
Can you hear?
A little bit, yeah. Okay.
Can you hear me now, George?
Perfect.
All right.
That's exactly. Now we're right. Thank you. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, we had 51 men's players contesting the Virginia 10-ball championship. We're down to these 12. This is a one-loss match between two professional players. This is Mr. Reymart Lim from Virginia Beach, Virginia, and his longtime friend and opponent. They played many times in tournaments and maybe on the side as well. Eric Moore.
This is a really strong matchup to be loser side match. This seems like we probably have a good one on our hands.
Oh yeah, this is going to be. Reymart has been playing better and better, and he takes a really top effort to beat him. And he's got a real nice scoring opportunity here to open up the match. He's dead in line. Might end up playing a 9 in the same 10 in the same pocket as now. He's just going to just draw it back or go forward. He made that look routine. This is a race to 7.
It's like Reymart's going to draw blood first.
Yes, he is. Reymart draws blood on break and run, and well played. And Reymart takes it 1-0 lead over Eric Moore. Eric is one of the premier table mechanics on the entire East Coast. His little company, EFM, does spectacular table work, including the tables in here. And this place here, anybody that's would ever complain about the equipment here is better go see a shrink.
Yeah.
But Eric has his chance to offer. This is alternate break 10 ball. All balls have to be called. There's no slop. The break is the only exception. And
I noticed yesterday Eric was struggling a bit with his break. I noticed he's breaking from the side. I think he's going for the one in the side, the cut break. Yeah.
Well, I know the guy was breaking them best yesterday of all people was little R.J. Carmona, a good friend of theirs from Virginia Beach and a good friend of Reymart's and all. He was breaking hard, and the second ball behind the one ball was going in the side pocket a lot. This is the push shot after the break, and the incoming player has his or her option to play. Reymart can shoot again, or but here we go. It's
That's a real good shot there.
Yeah, that's a high quality shot. Eric has just a tiny little piece of the one, I think, and he might just try to really thin the ball and hopefully get past the side pocket point.
Oh, he went for the 7, it looks like. Anytime when you have to shoot a safe like that where it's real thin, the chance of error is a whole lot higher because you might hit it a little bit too much fuller than what you had planned. It could sell out, possibly.
Well, yeah, this is a real nice, except the 7 is sitting kind of out on the point. This isn't nearly as easy as it might appear on your screen. Oh, right past it, precise. Now he's going to have to play a 2-7 from there, I believe. I'm George Hammerbacher, voice of the Action Pool Tour. I'm advanced level instructor, professional billiard instructor association out of Baltimore, Maryland, and voice of the Action Tour. This is my 7th year doing this. Still teaching in the Baltimore, Washington corridor, and semi-retired, and I do all hands-on instructions with drills, exercises, a format. I don't play games of pool with you or give you tidbits. We look at your structural game and go from there. Reymart he's going to have to clip a little rail with this deuce, I think.
Yeah, he's got a funny little shot. He doesn't want to hit it too hard because he might lose the 2-ball a little bit. So he wants to keep.
Well, you see, if he hits his 7th, then to make it, the 2 is going up the rail, and his cue ball is going to the right. Oh. See, like that. And he's got an excellent shot here now, left-hand ball.
Oh, I missed it.
He ever chipped the cheddar?
Yes, he did.
Left the 2 about where the 7 was before. This is a tough shot.
Oh, yeah. He got a little unfortunate there with the kiss on the 10.
That's a good safety. He isn't totally upset about that. He had a wild cue ball. This is actually a pretty good outcome for him.
He's got 2 different options here. He could clip the 3 on the right side and send the cue ball behind this big stack, or he could clip the 3 ball on the left and send the cue ball back up table and have the 3 behind there. So he's got a couple of options.
Well, to the left he has to reach.
Yeah.
But he's going to go behind the 10.
Yep. Uh-oh.
He parks his pelota, but
did he get the gap?
He left him a jump. He's going to check the wind currents over that ball. It's a good move. Eric made the most of his turn at the table. That's why I always tell all my students that you must use every turn at the table.
Oh yeah.
Compete every shot, no loose shots. See, if that 3 would have gone in, it wouldn't have counted, and Eric would have had his option to allow Reymart shoot again or shoot himself. He would have shot, of course, but this is probably another safe.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Looks like he was trying to lock up behind that 8 ball. If he got behind that 8 ball, the shot becomes very difficult to hit. But now he left.
He might have to twist it a little bit with the left-hand ball. He's got to curve it.
Got a little fortunate there to get behind the 9 ball.
He's going to try to reel it in this side pocket. That might be
Trouble. Yeah.
well. I think it is. He may or may not hit the 10.
Yeah, he played that
No, played it beautifully.
He played it with a hair inside. It looked like it maybe kind of avoided it too.
That's ideal. He'll come cross table to between the first and second diamonds.
You got a bit steep on this ball, but you got the perfect angle to come back down. You get a 5. Perfect.
Right to the second diamond.
Get a little 2 rails here with
Real thin. Yeah, hit the
high right English. Oh, he's going bottom. Oh, he can go around the 8. That's a good shot.
good play. Might be playing to the 9 on the side. That was okay. He's going to play at 9 on the side and come straight
He's got a
down the
funny
middle of the
little
table.
shot here. The 10 ball may be in his
Bridge.
shooting. His bridge, yeah. He got a little trouble here.
He's going to come down straight down the middle of the table. Inside English.
You know, Reymart took a couple more practice strokes on that one. That could be a funny little shot, shooting into the side pocket with this pace that he did. So he took a little more time.
Reymart Lynn takes a 2-0 lead in this race to 7. The loser of this particular match is on the way back to Virginia Beach. That's one thing we know for sure. And the winner is guaranteed 7 and 8, and still battling up the loser's side, and still is in contention for the title. But
Well, I took notice yesterday. We kind of figured it out. Reymart has actually never won a Virginia State Championship, so you know he's still eager to get that first one.
mm-hmm. This is alternate break format, and Reymart has a 2-0 lead. one fell off, but he may or may not have much of a shot here. He might have a hit on the 2. It's no, he's going to have to go rail first and maybe try the 2-9 combo. Very tough shot. Jacked up over a ball and reaching.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if the 8 ball has him enough to where he can't make the combo, but regardless, the 4 ball's got him jacked up, so it just makes the shot just even more tougher.
He's reaching as well, slightly. Looks like he's looking to roll out.
Looked like maybe he could possibly roll out, maybe over here to the long row right here, maybe to like the in between the first and second diamond. So that way maybe he leaves a difficult bank with tough. Yeah, that looks like what he done. He trying to tie some balls up. Same kind of.
There, might call the carom on the 9.
He might have a little safe here. I can't tell if he has enough of if the 8 ball's in the way enough, but he could roll like he's doing right now. That's a good shot.
Yep. Yeah, you got to be disciplined. You got to wait for your opportunity here. Can't get impatient and just fire at balls.
Yeah, well,
not in 10 ball.
Especially playing a player Reymart's caliber, you just can't swing at them a lot. You got to play safe at the correct moments, and if not, Reymart's just going to punish you. That's a good shot. Well, he wanted his cue ball to go a little bit farther up, so he would hook him on the 7. Looks like he hasn't left too much.
Might call safe, I think, going behind the 4 ball.
That's a good shot.
That's a good shot. That's a very good shot there.
And I can't tell. The 3 ball looks like it may be
in his kick lane.
Yeah, in his kick lane. He may have to kind of shorten his kick up a little bit.
Or jump. See, when you play players like this and you've been getting exposed, young man such as yourself, your shot has so much more value when you're at the table. You got to make the most. Good hit. Mm-hmm. Might have sold it out. No, he didn't.
I think the 8 ball got him.
8 ball's got him.
But like you said earlier, maybe he has a little carom here. Little rail first. Make the 9. And there's a big reward factor because the cue ball will be staying right there, and the 2 ball will come over here and give him a very clear shot on the 2. But the 10 ball's got him.
He's kicking at it.
That's a good shot.
Eventually, somebody's at 2 ball run out of blue paint.
Mm-hmm. It's like Reymart's going to put a jump here. This can become a very difficult jump for the distance between each ball. Yeah. He's got to land basically right there in that area. That becomes very difficult. I've seen times where even good players, they jump the ball completely over their object ball.
Hard to gauge how.
Oh, that's a good shot. Wow, what a shot.
Well, that was the shot for the show, and now the 3 ball is the shot for the dough.
Yeah, he made a shot, but there's still a lot of pool to be played here. He can't just roll up, shoot the 4 ball because of the 7-9, so he's kind of got to draw this back a bit and get on the other side of the 4.
Like that, he might have drawn it behind the 7.
Well, time to get the jump cue back out.
One more time. Get out that jump rod.
This shot, however, is quite a bit different. So if he makes the 4 here, he would have somewhat shape on the 5 ball.
Well, this is Eric's opportunity to get back in this match right now.
And it looks like he's on the right side of the full. He ended up getting left on the right side of the full ball too. So all he's got to do is just send his cue ball over, get pretty straight on the 5. But he got the position part right and kind of missed the shot.
But you see, look at the 7. You see, the 7 is an issue here.
7's an issue.
He's going to bank it.
Oh, see, I was thinking that I didn't know if the 5 ball was maybe too far past the side for him to do that, but it looks like it worked out for him. That turned out to be the best shot because the 5 ball was kind of in a funny position, so he wanted to get that, into a different position.
He's going to draw his rock.
He doesn't want to draw it too far back. He does want to keep a good angle on the 6 to just come back up, have a shot on the 7. It's like he got a little bit too close to what he wanted.
Yeah, a little flat. We go to the 7.
Oh, he's looking at the 7-9.
I let him shoot that all day long.
We may see another safety there. He could come on the left side of the 7, maybe hit it a little full and put the cue ball right there on the 8-9 and send the 7 behind it. But it looks like he got a little straight for that, so he's going to go for the combo.
He's actually ideal. He's got to roll the ball.
Yeah, you roll this one. If not, you'll lose the 7 completely. Oh, wow. Well. That was a good shot.
Perfect.
Well, it looks like Reymart has the perfect opportunity to go up 3-0 here. That's a big lead playing when you got these two players like this, alternate break. Got a little out of line here.
Didn't stroke it. Let up on his stroke.
Well, when you're playing on these diamonds like this, where the diamonds, they have the tight pockets, shots like that, they can become a little funny because sometimes you may hit it into the rail too much, especially with that angle where he wanted to come around 2 rails. But
Reymart played that well. He played a good combination that he just kept the cue ball free and was going to settle wherever the 7 went. And it happened to go to a place, and then he actually dogged the stroke on the 7, but he came back with a very strong shot on the 8. Big break shot for Eric now. Eric has been struggling with a bad back though, Graham. He's had a torn ligament in his back. Just had an MRI done.
so he came up a little draw over the 5 ball.
No, not here. Well, these balls look pluckable.
The 2-3 looks like it may be, the 2-3 may be a little problem here.
Play to the 2-5. This one's going to be dribbling. Caught rail first, got pure on the ball. Well, he might be straight in. Might be playing the low right draw. We're following it. Might have to draw his ball. But the 9's in that path off the rail. High right.
Very good shot there. He kind of wants to get just not too much angle on this because he wants to shoot the 4 in the side. That's really the only pocket that's available to the 4.
He's got to have all the right English that ever existed on this shot.
Yeah, because he got to hold it up. The side pocket here is basically the only pocket available for the 4 because the 6 is blocking this corner and then the 10 is blocking the other one.
He might be planning to hit the 10.
Yeah. Played it well.
You hit the 10, yeah. He's just pure on this ball.
Oh, yeah.
He's like straight in with it just about. Little angle.
I think he's got to come up to the long rail right there and come back down. A little right English. Yep.
Nice call. He might draw this ball way back to the side.
Oh, what a shot.
That's a good shot.
It's like maybe a stop shot here. Yes.
It's a stun to the 8 in the corner pocket, I believe.
Oh, he doesn't like something about it. He doesn't.
That's a shot I saw, what he just looked at last. He's going to stun it just past the 8. That was a little.
Anytime shooting into the side pocket, it can be a funny little shot.
He has his choice. He can draw the ball off of there, or he can play a runner with right hand ball and come 3 rails.
With the stroke Reymart has, I wouldn't be surprised if I see him draw this ball back with left-hand English, go off the long rail, and come back for the 9 inside. With the stroke he has, he's certainly capable of doing it.
Played to the corner. That angle was much too big for the shot you described. His draw wasn't going to grab it enough to get that effect, I don't think, Graham. Same pocket, I think. No, he drifted to the side, and he's ideal.
Well, this is
He's playing well.
it's going to go up 4-0 here. And that's a big lead. That's a big lead alternate break. It's hard to make a comeback here, you know.
Yeah.
Especially if Reymart has the break here. If he breaks and runs out here, that's 5-0. That's very difficult to come back from.
That was a Mojave mash that time. The Mojave mash, it was dry. They're struggling today.
Looks like this today just ain't Eric's day.
Well, at the moment, but you never know.
Oh yeah. With a short race like this, anything's achievable, you know. Looks like he lost his cue ball a bit there.
If you turn it loose, it'll cook your goose. You let it fly, it'll make you cry.
It looks like he still has a piece of the 2 ball on the right side here.
That's it. Actually, the player's left as he views it on the screen. He might be playing this soft and go behind the 7.
Oh, he kicked it. He couldn't see it at all. I thought he
Okay.
maybe had a piece of it.
Eric has a, oh, look at 6. 6 got ugly. Has a scoring opportunity, albeit a limited one.
I can't tell. Maybe he's gonna maybe break out the 6 with the 5. Try and get a breakout shot with the 5, but I can't tell. Oh, this ain't good. Did he get behind the 6-10? Oh, I think so.
You might not like that. Might have to check some wind currents.
You got you probably when in this game when it seems like you're having a bad day, it just don't seem like anything can ever go your way.
Well, the hardest thing to do in this entire game and in life in general is staying in the here and now. And this is just an opportunity for him to shine right now. And Eric is very, very tenacious.
Oh, what a shot!
Like I said, Eric is very tenacious.
I heard a good player one time say, if you're ever having a bad day like this and it doesn't seem like anything can go your way, just start taking everything just one shot at a time instead of, taking it one shot at a time and kind of get focus on the task at hand when you're having struggling.
He's going to have to come to the first time. And
looks like Eric's in a good position here to get on the board.
yeah,
And that's big too. He took it on Reymart's break, so he gets the break next.
he's still got a little. He's going to probably inside the ball. The 10 ball is in the 3 rail path. He's going to have to inside the ball.
Maybe, inside or maybe. That's what I was
Look
thinking.
out, look out, look out.
That's a terrible roll. Wow.
Oh,
That's what I was thinking. I think he went straight top English on that to try and go 3 rails.
well, the trouble with that shot was the 10 ball was in that path, and that's why he chose the shot he chose. It went deeper than that. If you ask him, he'd probably tell you that too. But that's just a tough ticket. 5 games to 0. So,
And that's the thing you mentioned yesterday about Eric. You don't see Eric right now swinging his pool stick or nothing mad. I mean, he went back and sat in his chair after it happened.
Eric's a professional. This is just a random sampling of a long, successful type of a career where he's won probably 90% plus all the matches he's ever played. And it's just, it takes up too much energy to get angry, and you have no more starch left when you get to that anger portion of the show. But
Yes, I know it's very important. A lot of players you'll see, when he would have scratched on that 9 ball, a lot of players would have just raked the balls or slapped his cue on the table. he went and got the cue ball, headed at Reymart, went and took his seat like it never even happened.
Nice touch from Reymart. Very nice shot. This looks like three-rail position, high right ball. Come back and forth to the two in the other pocket.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a shot he played. It just didn't go down. Tough table, 4.5 foot, 4.5 inch pocket, 4.5 by 9 diamond pro tables. Tough table. Real fast cushions.
so he goes maybe top left here, go 2 rails. Oh, wow. This could be a tricky little shot here. You can't just fire at this one. You gotta kind of hit it at a nice soft pace so it can float back down for the 3 ball here. Oh wow, that's a very good shot. He spun it, went inside and went on the back side of that 9-7. That's a very good shot.
Very good shot. One of the best shots of the match.
Evidently, the 4 ball may have been in a bit structure to his from where he originally wanted to do. Oh my God! He got fortunate to hit the point of the side pocket there to keep his stance alive, but this just became a whole lot tougher out.
Well, you see, that's one of the benefits of having tough tables, that they don't scratch as easily either.
Another thing here, I know a good player told me, he said a lot of it, like you see Reymart, he never showed much emotion when it happened there because he probably looked at it as he still got a chance at the table, so maybe he could create something. I know that's what a player told me. He said that even if he gets out of line, he's still at the table, so maybe he could create something.
Got to do your best in the here and now, Graham. That's what I would tell anybody with 55 years of playing the game. Eric's still playing tough, regardless of, he didn't just fire at that bank. You notice he still played safe. He plays hard every shot. Sometimes takes a ball for the breaks to turn around. 2 reels.
A lot of players they would right then down 5-0 to a good player like Reymart, they would just fired at it. Instead, a lot of it shows a lot of experience on him.
A lot of perseverance. Here, jump. Yeah.
Did they get it on? And Brad passed out. They're coming as fast as that little car will go.
Oh, what a shot.
Didn't the governor sound like 34 or something?
He's a class player.
It maxes out at 45.
Still got a little bit to do here. I think he's going forward here. What a shot. If he gets on the right side of 7, this rack is pretty much over.
He should split to 9.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's like he's got him do the same shot he had him a 6, go up table, come back down, get a nice.
Oh.
Wow.
He had tortured out a lot of inside English.
That's what I was saying earlier. When you have that shot where you have to play it with inside a lot, sometimes it catches the rail a little bit too firm. Well, Reymart's going to get on the hill. And he's in a good position because he's got the break, too.
Yeah. 6-0. Both these gentlemen are out of the Virginia Beach Tidewater area.
They both play out of Q Masters.
Both at Q Masters, one of our big locations at Action Pool Tour. There are 4 events down there in this 2019 season. We have 3 here at Diamond. We have at least 2 down there in
Peninsula.
That's
a good pool room too. Peninsula Billiards.
That's where we'll be next month in mid-March. March the 16th and 17th, I believe. Something fell off. Eight ball is absent. It sought the shade.
Like he's looking at the 1 ball here. Let's see if he goes for it. A lot of times, players at 6-0, they'll start going for shots. But let's see if he plays safe here.
Safe.
Yeah.
He has too much respect for Eric.
Oh yeah. And a lot of times, an amateur player, they would up 6-0. They think that
I like him going behind the 3 ball.
Hit that one pretty good. He's got a lot of blockers here.
He played high percentage pocket billiards every shot. Sometimes you just don't get there, but you got to play hard every shot.
Oh wow.
That was tremendous. Eric just leaned back in his seat. Back and forth. He's actually got a little angle. Go forward or draw it or cut to the side rail. That's a little short of what he wanted, I think. He might have to draw this ball off of the face of that 4. It's got a pretty big angle. He doesn't like it.
Yeah, he doesn't
Want
like
to go another 2-3 inches. Can't go forward with it. He's got to draw his ball. The angle was real severe. You see, when the angle's severe, you can't get a draw across the face. You can't throw it that much.
I think he still has enough in the 5 to see it, but it's a very difficult shot, especially on the rail, and it's pretty much looks like it's a straight-in shot.
It's got a little angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Eric has a nice little shot here. Oh, he's going for the. I don't know what he's going to do. Oh, he went for the bank shot. Oh, what a shot.
It's about time he got a roll.
Yeah, looks like the 10 ball was his friend there.
Or else they got in the path of the 6.
Yeah.
So there's good news and there's bad news.
He doesn't have a lot of options for safety here, and if he wanted to play aggressive,
He's going to call cross corner and send the cue ball way up table here. He might hit the 10 coming across there though. Oh no, he played it in short deliberately.
Oh, what a shot. That's a very good shot there. And that's another thing. Even down 6-0, he still took the time to play safe.
He plays hard every shot. This man is he's great. Even when you get beat, you still gotta play hard every shot.
State football championship, but she will be listed as a second chance champion. Second chance.
And it bought him a shot.
40 minutes. Come up to the counter if you want to get it.
He's had a chance to win 3 games, actually. And it could have been 3-3 if he had him. Same pocket. Well struck.
Well, I just don't see Eric. I think Eric can pretty much get on the board here. There ain't too much he could do wrong here. There we go.
Eric Moore avoids the schneid. 6-1 he trails. Still meticulously looking at the rack. Still playing hard every shot. And now he's playing hard on the break.
And this could be this last game for Reymart could be very difficult for him to win. A lot of times, even when you're playing a good player like this, when you get on the heel pretty early, it always seems like that last game is so difficult to win.
Yeah, a couple get away, all of a sudden you can start to hear footsteps.
Yeah.
Then risky out on a real easy shot once you get one because you're not in the present, that you're getting your handshake ready. Instead, you're all of a sudden. See, this match here, Graham, Eric had like 2-3 chances to win other games and didn't. It wasn't all Reymart. Reymart got fortunate, but it could have easily been like 4-3 Reymart instead of 6-1.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Cheryl. Four-letter for a 4th place finish.
Yeah. I'm rooting for the one that beat her, Linda, who's 3rd. I've got her in the Calcutta.
Well, it's like your horse is doing pretty good then.
Well, there's only 3 left, and it's the 3 that figured: Linda, Janet, and Liz. They were the 3 that played on the Pro Tour. All the rest are.
Liz is a very good player. That last tournament y'all had down there in Virginia Beach, she placed in the men's tournament as well. She's a really good player.
The screen that we're working with here is partially the Liz Taylor screen. This new shield that we're working with. Yeah. I might go on the side. Yep. That's good play. Yeah, but my good friend Linda Shea is still trying on the outside. She's get ready to play whoever falls in the hot seat match.
That's a real good match going on in the hot seat match. Janet Atwell and Liz Taylor. That's a very good matchup.
Well, all I can say is this. We had a nice field here this week. Very nice
It's good that y'all got the full field for the ladies event. That's good that the ladies came out, got a full field, could compete.
They show up for their pool down here in this Virginia. I'll tell you that. You see, what I like is I'm looking over here and I see youngsters of all sizes.
Oh, yeah. That was the first thing I noticed.
Don't see that where we're from.
That's the first thing I took notice of too when I came in. There was probably 10, 12 juniors in here playing today. They got a little junior league going on.
That's wonderful. You got to build up your future.
Yeah, they ain't got nothing like that from where I'm from. Like the junior league and all. Like when I started playing pool, when I was like 11 or 12 years old, I probably played with juniors maybe 2 times a year. The rest of the time I had to play with adults. So
we come from an area, Graham, where there are 2 million people almost. And it's
the little area I'm from, I'm one of 2 pool players basically in the whole county that play pool on competitively, and the other player from my county that plays, and he plays in this tour pretty regularly and places pretty regularly in this tour. Mac Harrell, he's from that same area from where I'm from.
Here's a big shot here. Huh?
Oh, what a shot here.
How's the speed, Trooper?
Oh, he needs a good kiss on the 7 here.
Just a little kiss.
He may still have the shot here.
Osculosum supremus.
I think he still has the shot here, and if he makes it, he's kind of got automatic position on the 8.
He's going to play hard this shot and go up table and hide him.
Behind the 10 maybe? Oh, what a shot.
Nice.
6-1. He's playing his heart out. That's another one. It's a great shot, It just. He said, "Not so fast, man." Oh. He finned. I think he's got to play for the side.
Very good shot.
He'll just come off and get parallel with the 9. High left center.
That's a good recovery shot there. A lot of amateurs, you noticed the shot before, or that was a very similar shot that Eric missed earlier on the 9 ball, the same pocket, and it was a good recovery shot. A lot of amateurs, they would still have that in the back of their head that they missed it there. So one of the things I always learned, to be a good pool player, you got to have a short-term memory.
I saw the husband and wife team over there of Bill Dugan and Jackie Dugan, 2 longtime regional pool players, husband and wife team from this Virginia Beach area.
And Jackie, she's a very good player herself.
Yeah,
I think I was talking to Bill, and she got a little sick. That's why she wasn't able to play yesterday.
Right. his balls upstream here. We got 6 balls upstream. Past the, in the kitchen, as they used to call it.
Well, Eric's got a pretty wide open table, but the 1 to the 2 seems like the only problem here. If he gets on the 2 ball, it looks like that rack's pretty much complete. Oh, that's a terrible roll there.
Actually, he might have to kick. He kind of smiling at it.
Yeah, that's a terrible roll.
He might be out from here.
Yeah.
Oh, thought he might get some help off of that ball. He caught it too chunky. This is trouble. Safety is behind the 5 is he tried to.
He almost had the 7 ball hook there, but I think he has just enough.
There's a piece of chalk on the table. Eric is dead in line now. Trying to win another game.
He's got a good opportunity here to get halfway caught up here. Oh, very good shot there. It's a very good shot there for Eric to avoid that 10-9. And he got perfect on the 5 ball.
That was brought in on the straw. Is it?
Yeah, it's just black and one's in. I brought you contraband.
Contraband.
You want to ask you about it? Yeah, right there. It's floating on top.
Oh,
Right?
I was looking right at it for
Do you want a paper straw?
no.
I didn't think so. Okay.
It looks like Eric's threatening to go up to come back 6-3 here, and like you said earlier, Reymart can maybe start hearing some footsteps soon.
He's playing hard every shot.
And like you said earlier, that when he banked that 5 ball or the 6 ball and got that kiss on the 10, that maybe a lot of times that one roll like that, it shifts the rolls completely.
Yes, it does.
And like a good quote from the Color of Money, the balls roll funny for everybody.
Well, there was a great commentator he's still alive. He's a guy around my age. He was a pro pool player. And Eric takes game number 9 and trails 6 games to 3. There was a gentleman named Billy Encard down.
Oh yeah, I've heard him before.
And he had there was a long-running series of videotapes that were sold, professional tournaments, a lot of U.S. Opens and other events, and he commentated on a lot of them. And his famous saying was this, Graham: the balls don't stay loyal to anybody for long.
Right, they will turn on you.
Sure they will, especially if you lose respect to the other player. Well, that's when bad things begin to happen for you.
And Reymart's taking the situation just about as good as you can take it, real calm.
Sure.
A lot of players, they would be over there frustrated that they won or they took it serious, but Reymart's just keeping the same composure. It looks like Eric got a fortunate. He got a good break
He's heading
here.
for the 410.
Yeah, he got a good break here. And he gets a good, if he makes that 410, it's just like that, it's 6-4, and he's right back in the match.
He's right on it.
Oh yeah, 6-4, and just like that, he's right back in the match.
See, this is exactly why you play hard every shot. You know, you see what you see. You got the greatest thing in the world. Be a young man and get exposed to this sort of level of play.
Oh yeah, I was telling my dad on this past week. You know, there was another tournament going on this week that for amateur players, and I said, well, I'd rather come here and get exposed to. You know, you get better experience by playing in a tournament like this. Especially if you get lucky and beat a couple good players, it's a big confidence booster. I know a couple big players say that a lot of times the way some of these world-class players, their careers get shot up by them getting lucky to win a tournament one time, and then their careers shoot off from there.
Look at this.
Your first competitor, known throughout the Hall of Fame, Miss Janet Atwell. And her opponent, Hall of Fame member out of Rhode Island, Miss Liz Taylor. This is the winners bracket finals.
Liz Taylor, she's in the Hall of Fame.
In Rhode Island.
Oh.
She was from New England. I think her original name was Liz Bernier, but I was back before she was married or something. Long time ago. She's no kid.
You mentioned playing hard every shot. I'm sure Eric, he's been around for a long time. He's probably been in that situation down 6-0 probably many times, and he's probably came back several times because he knows how to play in that situation.
Well, you see, his shot has ultimate value, and your concentration level gets very, very high.
Mm-hmm.
This one's...
And you can tell Eric's getting quite in stroke now. His body demeanor's changed quite a bit from now to when it was maybe 4 racks ago.
Wasn't happy with this one though.
I think the best thing he could do here is maybe just roll the cue up here and just take what you get on the 6. Of course, he does have it. If he wants to play the safer shot, he could maybe roll up behind that 8 ball there. Yeah, that's a real.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Go right to the rail or go. Hell or go. That one's going to hurt him. Behind the proverbial. I can't. No, you don't want to do that. Go 2 rails into it.
We are down to 30 minutes on the second chance tournament. We'll be drawn at 12:30.
No question.
Second chance tournament starts in 30 minutes. It'll be 9 balls.
That was a foul because Eric came from behind the 6, and to our viewers out there, that's a foul. And
Well, that looks like that's just what Reymart was looking for. Maybe and that's the right shot to play there to come back down for the 8 on the side.
yeah,
He get perfect angle here. Stay on the.
a condemned man ate a hearty meal. Uh-oh.
him off for the win. And a great performance by Reymart Lim there. And nothing to hang your head on for Eric. He had a good finish here.
Reymart Lim takes down Eric Moore, who gave it his all, every shot.
Oh, yeah.
And Eric just fell short. He lost that match in the beginning. He asked him, he'd tell you, not that roll. He had tough path.
Well, there's certainly nothing to hang your head on. Anytime you place in a tournament of this caliber, it's certainly an achievement.
Eric is 9th or 12th in this particular event, and Reymart's going to crawl up the winner's side to 7th and 8th, and it looks like we're going to see R.J. Carmona next. Reymart's dear friend from Virginia Beach. All these guys play at Keymasters. Great place. Okay, George Hammerbacher and possibly Graham Swinson will be back in the booth in a couple minutes with their next live stream match. Thanks for your support, folks.